November. This is one of the first rains that we've seen here, and we're out here looking for newts and salamanders and any other thing we can find today. Alright, sorry about the background noise, but I just turned over this rock. These are water skippers. This one's hopping around, and he was under this rock with a couple others. They have little tiny thin legs that allow them to stand on the water because they don't break the surface. They find a bug or something that falls in, they'll swim over to it, inject it with their poisonous bite, and then they'll have their meal. So I'm going to show you what happens when you put them on the water. See? There he goes. Not expect to find one of these today, mostly because they're most commonly found in the spring. This is a Foothill Yellow-Legged Frog, and these guys are native here. You can see right here they got some yellow. He's curling up trying to mimic a rock, right like that. If you look at this frog, he's pretty large compared to the rest of my hand. Really trying to make me think he's dead. Now, unlike tree frogs, this frog does not have pads on its toes. It has rough, bony, calloused parts that it uses to grip onto rocks in the fast-moving stream. And when they're in the stream, these frogs are very, very difficult to catch. I think it's probably time we let him go now. Okay, put him right here on his little rock. There. Look how perfectly it blends into the rock. It's a perfect brown color. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't think we'd find one of these guys today. If we can find a frog, then we can find a newt. So, let's keep going. This is a scorpion. This is the forest scorpion. I've, grabbed the stinger so it can't sting me. They use their claws to grab the prey, and then once they have the prey, they sting it with their tail, and that, kills it, and they eat it. The prey includes any sort of thing that they can catch, including almost all insects. Sometimes you see these scorpions inside your house. Now, don't panic. Scoop it up in a jar. Take it outside. The most important thing is don't panic. I think it's time I let him go. Put him down this little hole here. Cool find. Go down your little hole. There we go. And that is a centipede. He's starting to kind of unwind himself now. They'll usually bite you. This one's pretty long for how skinny it is, but it's running right down that little hole. If you ever find a centipede in your house, don't kill it. They eat spiders, which is why I like them. And just take it outside, but don't pick it up with your hands because, like I said, they bite you and they have pretty bad attitudes. Very cool find. Alright, let's flip this log back over. There we go. Cool. Oh, cool, look at this. I can fish this guy out of here. I don't want to touch him because I can already smell him. That is a millipede. As you can see, this millipede, probably hard to tell with the camera, but around its body it has little tiny openings where it spits out some nasty smelling fluid, and it tastes pretty bad too, and that's how these millipedes stay safe. That nothing wants to eat them. And it's rolled up in a ball now. It's its defensive position. It looks almost like a snail shell. Now you can tell millipedes from centipedes because millipedes like this usually have a pretty hard shell. They're not very fast, and they're usually darker colors. They are also vegetarian, meaning that they eat plants, plant matter. They do not bite. Centipedes do. When I was little, I held one for a really long time, and it stained my hands red with the chemical they put out. I think it's probably time that we put the little house back on top of this guy. Well, we found some really cool stuff today. We found frog, millipede, centipede, but we didn't come across any newts. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so maybe we'll come back, give it a look then, or maybe we'll wait till the springtime when this is all flooded with water and they're out swimming around. Well, I didn't think we were going to find one of these guys today. It wasn't looking good. but on the drive home, sometimes you can find newts on the road, and so we decided to drive down this little dirt road, and lo and behold, this is a Sierra Newt. They are toxic, which if you ever pick up one of these newts, be sure to wash your hands very, very well afterwards. They're often confused with the rough-skinned newt, but you can tell the difference because when you look under his eye, there's orange. In the rough-skinned newts, the dark coloration on the back extends all the way under the eye. But one of the coolest things about this newt that I've never seen before is look at this newt's tail. Look how it is so short and stubby. Usually a newt's tail will be this long. This is either genetic mutation that caused it to grow like that, or he probably got it bitten off as a larvae. One of the cool things about these newts is they're toxic, and you know how they show that to the other animals? So if I turn him over, he's not going to like this. But look at that orange belly. If you're ever driving out after a rain, keep your eyes open for newts, because newts are pretty cool, and that's the main killer of them, cars. It's a bummer, because I really like newts. One thing that I like about newts is their eyes. They've got really cool looking eyes. This one's moving really slow. Newts aren't fast. They like nice slow prey, like worms. They'll eat other things too, but worms are a big part of their diet. Newts seem to have strange genetic mutations. I'm not sure if this guy's tail is a genetic mutation, but I've seen some that haven't had eyes. And the eyelids have permanently grown down over the eyes. I've seen that in 2 different newts. Maybe there's a contaminant in the water, because I found both those guys in this creek here that you can hear in the background. I'm going to let them go off the road. Right here. Newts can live up to 15 years, I've heard. Newts don't make great pets. They are difficult to take care of in captivity. Awesome little creature. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, be safe, be smart, and have a lot of fun when you're out catching critters.